ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
वृंदावन में निलाल की जय। As we take flowers in our hands, we propitiate worship to Bhagwan Vishnu once more. And so you have afforded us this opportunity to pray to you. And with conviction, O Bhagwan Vishnu, we offer supplications to thy feet. May you be gracious unto us, O your children. Sri Ganesha Namah, Sri Saraswate Namah, Sri Guru Charana Kamalebhyo Govinda Namo Namah. वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देवा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सर्वमंगलमांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। ओम नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विष्णु प्रचोदयात्। लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की जय। We sprinkle water on all the ingredients, praying for purification. Apavitra pavitra sarvavastam gatopva yasmaret pundarikaksha sabahayam tara suje. We ignite the flame in our ears. May Mahalakshmi be the Sakshi, the witness. Om Deepa Jyotir Para Brahma Deepa Jyotir Janadhara Deepo Haratame Papam Deepo Yamrate Graitam Shubham Karotu Kalyanam Marugyam Sukasamparam मम शत्रु विनाशाय दीप ज्योतिर्नमोस्तुते। सिद्धि बुद्धि प्रदे देवी भुक्ति मुक्ति प्रदायिनी मंत्र मूर्ति सदा देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते। We offer snan as we bathe the murti of Bhagwan. May you wash away our troubles, our problems, our distresses, our negative energies within us and around us. We beg of you, listen to our prayer. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 दूरस्नानं पंचामृत में आदत्त गृहाणा पुरुषोत्तमं पंचामृत में आदत्त गृहाणा परमेश्वरा नमो नमः। नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विष्णु प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
We offer clothing to Bhagwan. So you who have blessed us with the gift of clothing, so that we can beautify and protect our body. We offer clothing in our worship. May you be pleased with us. We beg of thee. Ved suktam samayuktam yagyashama samanvite sarve prade deva vasase prate kretam. We adorn our murti with yagyopaviti janev. May you wrap your shield around us, we your children. Tanevalaganam surinam taneva tarabalam chandrabalam taneva vidyabalam devabalam taneva lakshmi pate grugam smarami. We adorn Bhagwan with chandan and perfume. May you illumine the pathway of our lives. May you rid us of lust and anger and hatred and jealousy and ego and pride. May you guide us onto the pathway of mukti, salvation. We beg of thee. Chandanam sulalitam deva kante chamuktavali Gopa Sri Parine Vijayate Gopala Churamani Om Sri Paramatmani Namaha Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
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 Om Gandadwara Duradarshan Nitya Pushpa Karishinim Ishwaram Tamaho Sri Gandananam Samarpyami Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachar Munamaradanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum Gandananam Samarpyami Palimala Dravya. We offer Hardy, praying for purification. May you be pleased with us. Kumkumam Kantim Dibya Kamini Kamart Sambhava Kumkumam Architam Deva Prasiddha Purushottama Haridraya Sarvaso Bhagarani Sarvalankar Muktami Devi Tvam Brati Gretam. We offer Sindhu, praying for salvation. May you be pleased with us, Bhagwan. Om Sindhuram Shobhanam Rakta Sobhagye Sukhavardhanam Kamram Moksharam Cheva Sindhuram Prati Gretam Sindhuram Samarpyami. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
We offer strands of Dukras as we pray to Bhagwan. May you root away all our troubles, all our problems, all distresses, all negative energies from within us and around us. We beg of you, bless us with longevity. Prabhu, we pray to you with conviction. Listen to our prayer. Listen to our prayer. Be pleased with us. Om Gam Ganapataye Namo Namah Shri Siddhi Vinayaka Namo Namah अष्टविनायक नमो नमः गणपति बाप्पा मोरया। ओम गम गणपतये नमो नमः श्री सिद्धि विनायक नमो नमः अष्टविनायक नमो नमः गणपति बाप्पा मोरया। ओम गम गणपतये नमो नमः श्री सिद्धि विनायक नमो नमः अष्टविनायक नमो नमः गणपति बाप्पा मोरया। ओम गम गणपतये नमो नमः श्री सिद्धि विनायक नमो नमः अष्टविनायक नमो नमः गणपति बाप्पा मोरया। दुर्बं समर्पयामि। ओम गजाननं भूतगणादिसेवितं कपीसजम्बूफलसारभक्षुतम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारकं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपारपङ्कजं बिल्वदान्। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। शिवाय। ओम नमः 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 शिवाय। शिवाय। ओम नमः 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 शिवाय। दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ। 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 जय 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 दुर्गा माँ। जय 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 दुर्गा माँ। जय 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 दुर्गा माँ। दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ। हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम। हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम। ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम। हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम। परब्रह्मा शिव हरि ओम। परविष्णु शिव हरि ओम। परब्रह्मा शिव हरि ओम। परविष्णु शिव हरि ओम। हरि ओम जय शिव ओम। हरि ओम जय शिव ओम। हरि ओम हरि ओम। हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम। नैवेद्यम गोविंद गोविंद बजु राधे गोविंद, गोपाल गोपाल बजु कृष्ण मुकुंद।
गोविंद गोविंद भज राधे गोविंद, गोपाल गोपाल भज कृष्ण मुकुंद।
गोविंद गोविंद बजु राधे गोविंद, गोपाल गोपाल बजु कृष्ण मुकुंद।
गोविंद गोविंद भज राधे गोविंद, गोपाल गोपाल भज कृष्ण मुकुंद।
ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम।
ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि
ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम साई ओम।
ओम हरि ओम साई ओम।
हरि ओम तत्सत् हरि ओम तत्सत् हरि ओम तत्सत् हरि ओम। कृष्णा 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 जय राधा कृष्णा।
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 गोविंद गोविंद बजु राधे गोविंद, गोपाल गोपाल बजु कृष्ण मुकुंद।
गोविंद गोविंद भज राधे गोविंद, गोपाल गोपाल भज कृष्ण मुकुंद।
ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम।
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 गोविंद गोविंद बजु राधे गोविंद, गोपाल गोपाल बजु कृष्ण मुकुंद।
गोविंद गोविंद भज राधे गोविंद, गोपाल गोपाल भज कृष्ण मुकुंद।
ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम।
ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम।
ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम। ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु कृष्णार्पणम्।
हरि ओम हरि ओम।
हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम।
ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम।
गोविंद गोविंद बजु राधे गोविंद, गोपाल गोपाल बजु कृष्ण मुकुंद।
गोविंद गोविंद भज राधे गोविंद, गोपाल गोपाल भज कृष्ण मुकुंद।
ताम्बूलं समर्पयामि आचमनीं समर्पयामि। ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम।
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 गोविंद गोविंद बजु राधे गोविंद, गोपाल गोपाल बजु कृष्ण मुकुंद।
गोविंद गोविंद भज राधे गोविंद, गोपाल गोपाल
दक्षिणादानं
भज
समर्पयामि। ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम।
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 गोविंद गोविंद भजो राधे गोविंद गोपाल गोपाल भजो कृष्ण मुकुंद
गोविंद गोविंद भजो राधे गोविंद गोपाल गोपाल भजो कृष्ण मुकुंद
गोविंद गोविंद भजो राधे गोविंद गोपाल गोपाल भजो कृष्ण मुकुंद
गोविंद गोविंद भजो राधे गोविंद गोपाल गोपाल भजो कृष्ण मुकुंद
ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम
हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम
ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम राधे गोविंद गोपाल जय गोविंद राधे गोपाला
राधे गोविंद गोपाला जय गोविंद राधे गोपाला
राधे गोविंद गोपाला जय गोविंद राधे गोपाला
राधे गोविंद गोपाला जय गोविंद राधे गोपाला
कृष्ण मधुसूदना मधुसूदना कृष्ण
कृष्ण मधुसूदना मधुसूदना कृष्ण
कृष्ण मधुसूदना मधुसूदना कृष्ण
कृष्ण मधुसूदना मधुसूदना कृष्ण
गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला
गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला
साई गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला
साई गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला
राधे गोविंद गोपाला जय गोविंद राधे 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 गोपाला
कृष्ण मधुसूदना मधुसूदना कृष्ण
कृष्ण मधुसूदना मधुसूदना कृष्ण
कृष्ण मधुसूदना मधुसूदना कृष्ण
कृष्ण मधुसूदना मधुसूदना कृष्ण
गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला
गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला
साई गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला
साई गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला
राधे गोविंद गोपाला जय गोविंद राधे 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 गोपाला
शंकर शिवा शंभु महादेव शंकर शिवा
शंकर शिवा शंकर शिवा शंभो महादेव शंकर शिवा
शंकर शिवा शंभु महादेव शंकर शिवा
शंकर शिवा शंकर शिवा शंभो महादेव शंकर शिवा
नंदी वाहन शंकर शिवा
नंदी वाहन शंकर शिवा
नंदी वाहन शंकर शिवा
नंदी वाहन शंकर शिवा
बोलो शंकर शिवा
बोलो शंकर शिवा
बोलो शंकर शिवा
बोलो शंकर शिवा
नागा भोजन शंकर शिवा
नागा भोजन शंकर शिवा
नागा भोजन शंकर शिवा
नागा भोजन शंकर शिवा
ओ शंकर शिवा शंभु महादेव शंकर शिवा
शंकर शिवा शंकर शिवा शंभो महादेव शंकर शिवा
शंकर गुरु शंकर भगत बाली शंकर गुरु
शंकर गुरु शंकर गुरु शंकर भगवत पाद शंकर गुरु
नंदी वाहन शंकर शिवा
नंदी वाहन शंकर शिवा
बोलो शंकर शिवा
बोलो शंकर शिवा
बोलो शंकर शिवा,
बोलो शंकर शिवा,
नागा पूजन शंकर शिवा,
नागा पूजन शंकर शिवा,
नागा पूजन शंकर शिवा,
नागा पूजन शंकर
बोलो
शिवा,
शंकर शिवा, शंकर शिवा, शंभु महादेव शंकर शिवा,
शंकर शिवा, शंकर शिवा, शंभो महादेव शंकर शिवा,
शंभु महादेव शंकर शिवा,
शंभो महादेव शंकर शिवा,
शंभु महादेव शंकर शिवा,
शंभो महादेव शंकर शिवा,
शंभु महादेव शंकर शिवा। उमापति महादेव की जय। खड़ा हो जाए, आरती लीजिए। Let us all please stand as we join in the opening आरती। शुभं करोतु कल्याणं आरोग्यं सुखसंपदं मम शत्रु विनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुलं यते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। भागवत आरती। जय जय भागवतम, जय 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 भागवतम,
जय 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 भागवतम, जय 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 भागवतम,
जय 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 भागवतम, जय 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 भागवतम,
जय 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 भागवतम, जय 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 भागवतम,
जय जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती।
पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
जय जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती।
पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
ये अमर गंतये मुक्ति पंतये पंचम वेद निराला नव ज्योति जगाने वाला।
ये अमर ग्रंथये मुक्ति पंथये पंचम वेद निराला नव ज्योति जगाने वाला।
हरि गाने ही वरदाने,
हरि गाने यही वरदान यही।
जग की मंगल की आरती।
पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
जय जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती।
पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
शांति गीत पावन पुनीत पापों को मिटाने वाला हरि दर्श दिखाने वाला।
ये शांति गीत पावन पुनीत पापों को मिटाने वाला हरि दर्श दिखाने वाला।
हे सुख करनी हे दुख हरनी,
हे सुख करनी हे दुख हरनी।
ये मधुसूदन की आरती।
पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
जय 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 भागवत भगवान की है आरती।
पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
ये मधुर बोल जगपंत गोल सन्मार्ग दिखाने वाला बिगड़ी को बनाने वाला।
ये मधुर बोल जग पंच कोल सन्मार्ग दिखाने वाला बिगड़ी को बनाने वाला।
श्री राम यही घनश्याम
श्री राम यही घनश्याम यही
सबकी महिमा की आरती।
पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
जय जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती।
पापियों को पाप से है तारती।
जय 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 भागवतम जय 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 भागवतम
जय 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 भागवतम जय 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 भागवतम
जय 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 भागवतम जय 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 भागवतम
जय 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 भागवतम जय 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 भागवतम
जय 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 भागवतम जय 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 भागवतम
जय 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 भागवतम जय 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 भागवतम।
गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे हे गोपी गोपी बाला। गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे हे मुरली गान लोला।
गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे हे गोपी गोपी बाला। गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे हे मुरली गान लोला।
गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे हे गोपी गोपी बाला। गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे हे मुरली गान लोला।
गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे हे गोपी गोपी बाला। गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे हे मुरली गान लोला।
जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला। जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला।
जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला। जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला।
जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला। जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला।
जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला। जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला।
चित चोदा यशोदा की बात नवनीत चोरी गोपाल।
चित चोदा यशोदा की बात नवनीत चोर गोपाल।
चित चोदा यशोदा की बात नवनीत चोरी गोपाल।
चित चोरा यशोदा की बात नवनीत चोर गोपाल।
जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला। जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला।
जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला। जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला।
जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला। जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला।
जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला। जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला।
चित चोदा यशोदा की बात नवनीत चोरी गोपाल।
चित चोरा यशोदा की बात नवनीत चोर गोपाल।
गोविंद Hare Gopal Hare He Gopi Gopi Bala Govinda Hare Gopal Hare He Murali Gan Lola
Govinda Hare Gopal Hare He Gopi Gopi Bala Govinda Hare Gopal Hare He Murali Gan Lola
Jai Jai Giridhar Gopala Jai Jai Giridhar Gopala Jai Jai Giridhar Gopala
Jai Jai Giridhar Gopala Jai Jai Giridhar Gopala Jai Jai Giridhar Gopala
Radhe Govinda Gopala Jai Govinda Radhe 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 Gopala
Krishna Madhusudana Madhusudana Krishna
Krishna Madhusudana Madhusudana Krishna
Sing with me everybody Krishna Madhusudana Madhusudana Krishna
Krishna Madhusudana Madhusudana Krishna
Govinda Govinda Gopala
Govinda Govinda Gopala
Bolo Govinda Govinda Gopala
Bolo Govinda Govinda Gopala
Radhe Govinda Gopala Jai Govinda Radhe 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 Gopala
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Vrindavan Vyadilal ki Jai Satya Sanatan Dharma ki Jai. We bow our heads in prayer as we chant these mantras, praising and eulogizing Bhagwan. As we are about to listen to the beautiful Katha, may you bring understanding, may you bring intelligence, may you bring us the ability to learn and to grow from what our scripture has to teach us. May you ward away our ignorance, our darkness, our problems, our distresses, our negativity from within us and around us. We beg of you, listen to our prayer. Listen to our prayer. We pray. Om Sri Ganesha Namah Aim Saraswate Namah Guru Bhyo Namah Namo Narayanaya Namaha. Varnanam Amrita Sanganam Rasanam Chandra Samapi Mangalanam Chakaritaro Bande Vani Vinayako Bhavani Shankaro Vande Shraddha Vishwaswarupino Yabhyam Vinana Pashante Siddha Swantastamishwaram. Lakshmi Narayan Bhagavan ki Jai. Keeping your hands together but your eyes closed, look around. Be awake. Be conscious. And as we listen to these verses of the very invocation of the Bhagavad Mahaprana, we pay obeisance to the lotus-like feet of all the Devatas and all the Devis, whose names and manifestations are numerous and impossible for us to call all at once. Sarva Devi, Sarva Deva, may all Devis and all Devatas be pleased with us. We beg of thee, Listen to our prayer. Listen to our prayer. रिद्धि सिद्धि दाता सिद्ध शरण्य वारन वरना सुमिरो बारंबार मदन करने की लाल को गणपति कृपा निदान ज्ञान कान्य आनंद भवना देहु मोहि वरनान वरनो भागवत की कथा जय शिवानंद कन भूतनाथ भवय हरिना भक्ति विषय निदेद्वान गौरवरन मंगल करिना हे ब्रज चंद्र मुकुंद ब्रजभूषण दूषण हरिना कठो भाव बेपन चरण शरण नि आनि करा जय 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 जगदीश श्वेत शेष महेश यजा महिमा मितय वीर वेद वेद जानत नहीं देहु मोहि वरदान राधावदया वद सदा प्रेम बने मुस्कान नित चित में कटे कटे रहे मोहि चाहिए कचुनाई और वास्तु प्रभु जगत के बस ही रे मन माए या भागी जानकी सदा लीन कुटिया गायन की पीछे तिरता वाल पान निशान मोर मुकुट सिर पर धरे कर मुरली उड़मान शेष मुकुट के पीठ पता या चबिसो नंदलाल बस हुए दय मम ऋषि देवा गुरु पर नजर शीश करहु भागवत की कथा जो सुग्रीव मुनि कई परीक्षित निरपति सोए श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज लो रघुबर में मन यश
जो दायक फल चार
बोधहीन तनु जानिके
सुमिरो पवन कुमार
बल बुध विद्या देहु मोहि
हरहु कलेश विकार
नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा
जप निरंतर हनुमत वीरा
संकट से हनुमान चुरावे
मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे
जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई
कृपा करहु गुरु देवकी नाई
जो शतवारी पाते कर होए
छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई
वृंदावन कृष्ण चंद्र जी की जय शरणम नारायण नारायण जय गोविंद हरे नारायण श्री नारायण जय गोपाल हरे Sing with me. नारायण नारायण जय गोविंद हरे नारायण श्री नारायण जय गोपाल हरे I want to hear you sing. Everybody sing with me. नारायण नारायण जय गोविंद हरे with all your love sing. नारायण श्री नारायण जय गोपाल sing with me louder everybody. नारायण नारायण जय गोविंद हरे नारायण श्री नारायण जय गो sounding really nice one more time everybody. नारायण with all your love नारायण जय गोविंद हरे नारायण श्री नारायण जय गोपाल हरे. In our 2 o'clock session, actually in our morning session, we took a bath or dive into the Ramcharitamanas, the Holy Ramayana, to have an understanding of what will happen in the Katha at 2 o'clock. In the morning Katha, we talked about a previous manifestation, a previous birth. If you have to give thought about yourself, yourself, if you have to give thought about yourself, and there was a previous birth, what do you think you were in your previous birth? Let me change that. Who do you think you were in that previous birth? Me ask a more relatable question. What do you think you look like in your previous birth? Hello, are you all awake? Sintra, Sharon, Jagannath, Rakesh, they're the ones supposed to be tired. Robbie, Angie, the other ladies, they're the ones supposed to be tired. Up, down, pell, mell, fixing, cleaning, wiping, scrubbing, singing, playing. I'm singing and the hoarseness is coming in my voice and Sintra holding her throat. And I'm getting frightened. I said, is she doing something and chanting a mantra and choking me from there? there was a previous birth, what do you think you were? Who do you think you were? Dave? What do you think you were? He said, I was definitely Cindy's husband. You see a well-trained husband, how he answers? Huh? Well-trained. We spoke about the Ramayana and we spoke about Ravan. And we spoke about Ravan making a promise. Making a promise to give half of his kingdom to a being who will be able to prevent Lord Hanuman from bringing this Jeevani, this herb, to save the life of Lakshman, who was lying on the battlefield, on the floor, unconscious, in a state of almost dead. We sung the bhajan, Uto Lakkan Lal Priya Bhai. Wake up, oh Bhai, oh brother of mine, my Lal, my love, Priya. Wake up, I'm begging you. And we saw where this being, he created an illusion because of his own greed, because of wanting. He created an illusion that will deter Lord Hanuman from bringing the Jeevani on time. Kutya, transforming as a Brahmana, putting a pond, and in the pond he put a makri. What is a makri again? A crocodile, an alligator. And as Hanuman went to the pond to replenish himself, the crocodile opened its mouth. Minu satasanga vivekana hoi Rama kripa binu surabana soi. And so he got one blow. And the crocodile fell to the ground, and the soul stood in front of Lord Hanuman, and the soul said, that being is not a holy man, that's not a guru, that's a demon. He's here to deter you. And as Hanuman replenished himself and he stood in front of the being says, sit, let me give you vidya, knowledge, I'm your guru, I want to teach you. And he says, no, it is imperative upon me as a good chela to give dakshina first. I must give the dakshina first. And Hanuman did not give him a blow with his hand, He gave him a blow with the mukdar. And so instantly he died. But he had to be reborn. And so then in our 2 o'clock session we saw where there lived this king whose name was Ugrasen. And Ugrasen was married to a very beautiful queen who was pure and chaste and divine and noble. But she was swayed and fooled into having a relationship with a person who pretended to be her husband. And when she found out that this was not really her husband, it was too late. She was already in family way. She could not have told her husband that this child was not his. And so she remained quiet about it. But as soon as the child was born, she held the newborn baby and she spoke. And you know what she said to the baby? You know what she said to the baby? She said to the baby, I'm giving you a vardhan, a blessing, that you will be destroyed by blood descendants of this lineage, and you will not enjoy a single thing in this kingdom, for it does not belong to you. The child was given the name Comes. And given the name Comes in his previous birth, his name was Kalanemi. Kalanemi from the Ramayana is now Comes in the Bhagavad Mahapuran. Nigel in Mrityulok 2023 in July was who in some other lok, some other place 10,000 years ago. Who are you? It says, you know what happened? Comes now became the king. But he became the king not by natural means. He locked away his mother and his father in the prison. And locking them away in the prison, he made an announcement, they died. Mar gaya, they both died. And everybody thought that they died. But they were in the prison cell. You ever hear the mic pass and you hear the name of a person and you say, he now dead? I thought he dead long time. Have you ever said that before? See Papa sneeze? Everybody sneeze at the right time, you know. Especially in this Bhagavad. Anytime you want to not answer and say the wrong thing, somebody sneeze. When they sneeze, what does that mean? In Trinidad, Palans, died true. Huh? It says now he's king. He's sitting on the throne. But he wants to be macho. He doesn't just want to be the king. So you know what he does? To have some kind of status and to show authority, he becomes wedded to 2 daughters of a neighboring king. 2 daughters of a neighboring king. But living in the kingdom, it is not only him and his wife, but living in the kingdom is his extended family. Long ago, we lived in extended homes. You all remember that? Long ago, we lived among our grandmother and grandfather and father and mother and our brothers and our uncles and our aunts and our nieces and our nephews, and everybody lived in the same home. Some families were very, very big. Nigel's father came from a household of 21 siblings. Can you imagine that? 21 brothers and sisters. Can you imagine that, Jagannath? That poor lady have to make a pile of sada roti. Can you imagine that? I could imagine that every takari mama cook was long water. Because if you couldn't get the takari, you're sure to get some sauce to dip the bhore or roti. Huh? I'm sure. And the children grew. 21 children grew. Principal, teacher, businessman, real estate, grocery. 21 children, and they all grew into something of substance. You have one child to send to school and he say, "Me, I feel to go today." You say, "Okay, Popo, you sleep." Huh? And then when the child grows up and the child doesn't want to work and the child has no education, you say, "Baba, me no na. I don't know what happened." You know what happened? You happened. Because when you create the monster now you're searching for help. He sits on the throne as the king. But is this his rightful place? Sometimes you and I have to ask ourselves over and over and over again, am I in my rightful? Am I fulfilling the purpose for which God has blessed me with existence? Turn to the person next to you, ask them, how are you? Ask them. Turn to the person next to you, ask them, what kind of day did you have? Tara, what kind of day you had, girl? Huh? A good day? Ask them. Ask the person next to you, are you fulfilling your purpose? Ask the person next to you. Are you fulfilling your purpose? Ask them for me. I want you to ask them for me. Say, I'm asking for a friend. Don't get vexed. Are you enjoying life? Ask them. What are you asking me? I asking for a friend. Huh? He sits there, but this is not his rightful place. And as he sits there, what will happen? Something is about to happen. Something that we are very familiar with. We have heard many times before. But what is the lesson to be learned out of this? Let us listen as the Bhagavad Katha begins to tell us tonight. Shri Radhe Gopalu Bhaju Mane Shri Radhe. Clap your hands. Sing with me, everybody. Let's sing together. In the name of Bhagwan. Shri Radhe Gopalu Bhaju भजो मन श्री राधे. Sing it, sing it.
श्री राधे गोपाल भज मन श्री राधे.
श्री राधे गोपाल भजो मन श्री राधे.
श्री राधे गोपाल भज मन श्री राधे.
श्री राधे गोपाल भजो मन श्री राधे.
श्री राधे गोपाल भज मन श्री राधे.
श्री राधे गोपाल भजो मन श्री राधे.
श्री राधे गोपाल भज मन श्री राधे.
ओम परमात्माय कृष्णाय गोविंदा नमो नमः. परमात्माय रामाय गोविंदा नमो नमः. या कुन्ने तुषारहार धवलाया सुप्रवस्रविता. या वीणा वरदंड मंदरकराया श्वेत परमासना. या ब्रह्मच्युतार शंकरा प्रभृति देवे सरावन्दिता. सा मां पाप्तु सरस्वती भगवती निशेष जाड्यापम. करारविंदेन परारविंदम मुकारविंदे विनिवेशयन्तं. पत्रस्य पत्रस्य फूटेशानं बालं मुकुन्दं मनसः स्मरामि. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. श्री परमात्मने नमः. काम सुख को ये करने वाले देखे जानता. देवकी और वसुदेव का विवाह का जानते क्या होते. कंस का राज चलते क्या होते. आकाशवाणी की वचन सुंदर करने वाले देखो संग अपने का मृत्यु लोक बना होते. लिया का कुष्ठता क्या होते हैं. भजो मन श्री राधे. श्री राधे गोपाल भजो मन श्री राधे.
श्री राधे गोपाल भज मन श्री राधे.
श्री राधे गोपाल भजो मन श्री राधे.
श्री राधे गोपाल भज मन श्री राधे.
श्री राधे गोपाल भजो मन श्री राधे.
श्री राधे गोपाल भज मन श्री राधे.
One day, the celestial sage Narad looked at Lord Vishnu and he says, tell me, listening to the Bhagavad, Mahapuran, what are some of the blessings and merits that come to you? Tell me, I want to know. And Bhagwan Vishnu says, I'll tell you one, Narad. Listening to the glories of the Bhagavad Mahapuran is Atma Bhog. Bhog is what? Atma is what? Food for your. Listening to the Bhagavad is food for your Atma, your soul. So when you come to the Bhagavad, you don't come to Jhupe. You come to Bhakti. You come to enjoy Bhakti, devotion. You get a chance to clap your hand, clap it. You get a chance to sing, you sing. I'm seeing one of my aunts who I grew up in front of. She's not a blood aunt. She's an extended aunt, LC. She's an elder in the Presbyterian church. Elder. She was born a Christian. She's not converted. She was born a Christian. She's almost nearing, I think she's probably going to, how much now? 70 plus, I'm sure. Elder in the church. And I could hear her voice from where I am. And she's almost halfway in the back. I could hear her voice. She looked at me last night. She said, you remember I used to change your pampers? You remember I used to put you on top of the table and feed you the dal and rice with my hand? Well, I would have hoped it was she hand and not she foot. She said, you remember? But I was a child, I can't remember. They lived houses away and my mother will send me there for vacation. I will go there for vacation. And her mother was my best friend. Her father was my best friend. Old people, you know, but I'm a child and I'm spending time with them. When we sing, even the Pitris become happy. The souls of the Pitris become happy. They rejoice. They say, look at what they're doing. They're singing the name of Bhagwan. This is food for your soul. When you leave here, you must feel a different kind of joy. You must feel a different kind of relief. You must feel as though you have given up some of your frustration and your stress, and the confusion has left you. But the only person could help you to do that is you, through your participation. Clap your hands and sing with me. Sing. I want to hear you sing. I want you to sing from your heart, not your lips, from your heart. Leela, play the Majira. Pull out the Majira and play the Majira. You have a Majira home, bring it to the Yagna. Bring it and play the Majira. Sri Radhe Gopalu Bhaju Mane Sri Radhe. Bolo.
Sri Radhe Gopal Bhaj Man Sri Radhe.
Sri Radhe Gopalu Bhaju Mane Sri Radhe.
Sri Radhe Gopal Bhaj Man Sri Radhe.
Sri Radhe Gopal Bhaju Mane Sri Radhe.
Sri Radhe Gopal Bhaju Man Sri Radhe.
Sri Radhe Gopalu Bhaju Mane Sri Radhe. Sri Radhe Gopalu Bhaju Mane Sri Radhe. Sing with me in your homes. Your neighbor must want to know what is happening with you. Sing, clap. Sri Radhe Gopalu Bhaju Mane Sri Radhe. The Gadha says, comes is sitting as the king on the throne, living among all the extended family, but comes is happy. And the happiness knows no bounds. Such is the happiness that he's experiencing, that there are no amount of words that can be used to express how happy he's feeling. Somebody ever ask you how you're feeling and you say, me no na. Me know how to tell you how I'm feeling. I'm feeling like somebody tapped me up. You ever said that before? I feel like somebody jhagjhore me. You ever say that? Jhagjhore. I go to the puja and the old mama, she said, Baba, how are you going? I say, Mama, overtired. I feel like somebody jhagjhore me. She say, yeah, you're looking a little dhaledar. I say, Mama, before you say something to lift me up, you're telling me I'm looking dhaledar. You know what dhaledar mean? Hang up. Anyhow. Dhaledar. Huh? Comes, his happiness knows no bounds. He's happy. He's excited. Why? There is about to be a viva. What is a viva? Say that word with me, viva. What is a viva? Viva is a wedding. You see, you know that word because on the wedding invitation, you see Viva Sanskar. And if you never saw it there, then you wouldn't know what the word is. And maybe we should start putting a little more Hindi words in everything that we do. We should start using a little more Hindi words in our everyday life. In the morning when you get up, the question should be, Aap kaise hai? Aap kaise hai? How are? And your reply should be, Main theek hu. Main theek hu. I am? Main bimar hai. Bimar means what? I'm sick. That might be the one you're going to answer. So I'm telling you just in case, na main bimar. I'm sick. Comes, his happiness knows no bounds, for there is about to be a viva wedding. And so who is going to get married? His cousin, sister. Listen to how they describe it. His cousin, sister. It's not his cousin. His cousin is like his sister. In 2023, your cousins are your competition. Not your brothers and not your sisters. You're in a competition. And anytime you're in a competition with somebody who might win you, that person automatically becomes your enemy. True or not? Hello? Is that true or not? You're in Yagna, don't lie. Sanjay, is that true? Emma, is that true? Huh? Emma saying. And so he was happy. His cousin sister was about to be married. But what does it say? Listen. श्री परमात्मने नमः आकाशवाणी कहा जब संग करने वाले देख और की सुंदर भाषा की करने वाले ले का कुष्ठता क्यों है लियो का कुष्ठता क्यों है श्री राधे गोपाल भजो मन श्री राधे श्री राधे गोपाल भजो मन श्री राधे
श्री राधे गोपाल भजो मन श्री राधे.
Comes the king. He says, to show my love for Devaki, who is like my sister, I want to drive the chariot. I want to be the chariot driver. Have you ever had the privilege of being the wedding car driver? When you sit down there, you feel like you're the dulaha too. You put on jacket and tie, and you never put on that in your whole life, eh? You sit down in the car and you're feeling choke up. You put on a kurta too, and when you sit down, you stick down on the seat. All the sequin hook up. And you stick up on the seat because you want to outdress the groom. Actually, the groom in the back seat and you like the broom in the front seat. Comes. He wants to be the chariot driver. He wants to drive the chariot. And comes. Driving the chariot, the vivaha has happened. His cousin sister, who is Devaki, gets wedded to Vasudeva. And so Devaki and Vasudeva, they are being driven by the king. Comes. But Comes is happy. And they got married under condition that Devaki and Vasudeva will live in the kingdom, in the palace. This was the condition. Long ago, sister-in-laws got along fine because they were not in a competition. They were about surviving. They enjoyed their existence. They shared responsibilities. They were in no competition. They were best friends. Now sister-in-law and sister-in-law don't talk to each other. One dyed their head blonde, the next one go and dye their head blue. And everything is a competition. One son is a doctor, so your two sons had to be lawyer. And you're competing, everything is competition. The condition was that they will live in the kingdom. But living in the kingdom, what will happen? Driving the chariot on the day of the wedding. Akashvani, a voice from the heaven, spoke. Sundar Bhasha, in beautiful words. And speaking in these beautiful words, the voice spoke and the voice says, why are you so happy, oh Papi? Papi means what again? Ask Ashish, she'll tell you. In the 2 o'clock session, I told them that you renamed me. Papi means, look at the person next to you and tell them, never call anybody Papi. Tell them. Tell them. Say, Papi means sinner. Tell them. Papi means sinner. Tell them. Don't call anybody sinner. You're in no position to call anybody a sinner. Because you're not perfect. I'm not perfect. We are not perfect beings. We're on the pathway to perfection. But none of us, we are perfect. And so, oh Papi, oh sinner, why are you so happy? And the voice says, don't you know? Don't you know? Don't you know? Don't you know what? Listen, it tells us. Shri Radhe Gopal Bhajo Mane Shri Radhe
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 श्री परमात्मने नमः कंस उग्र करने वाले जानते कंस की देवकी सिर करने वाले की कोशिश क्या करने वाले वसुदेव का भीख मांगते करने वाले मांगते का करने वाले हैं श्री राधे गोपाल भजु मन श्री राधे
श्री राधे गोपाल भजु मन श्री राधे.
The voice spoke and the voice says, comes. Don't you know? The 8th child of Devaki and Vasudeva will destroy you, will cause your death. Why are you so happy when this union will bring about your destruction, your death? Why are you so happy? And comes only here, die. And comes became worried. Comes became worried. If I were to ask you, actually let me ask Cindy. Cindy, how long you live for again? Is your birthday. You're celebrating your birthday. How long you live for again? Cindy, before I came outside, I checked the patra. And I looked and I saw the exact day and time and I know how long. Should I tell you? Tell you for everybody to hear or tell you quietly? I check everybody's patra, by the way. I make up your date of birth and time. And I make up your rasi too. And I know when you'll die. I know how long you have again. All of you, you'll live till you're dead. But until that time, you should not live like a living dead. You should live and enjoy every moment of your life as though it is your last. Enjoy everything that life throws out, you enjoy it. Turn it into something pleasurable. When life throws lemon, make what? Oh, you all know? You all know? Well, in my case, I have to make kombucha. No sugar. Huh? It says, hearing this, immediately he tugged Devaki, the Dulahin, off the chariot. And he drew his sword and he was about to destroy her. Bhik. Bhik means to beg. Bhik mange. Begging, Vasudeva fell to the feet of Kams and he says, please, I am begging you, do not destroy my wife. It's the child that will destroy you, not my wife. Why are you destroying her? We promise you that when the baby is born, we'll give you the baby. He's thinking quickly. I'll give you the baby. Set my wife free. Set my wife free. And comes, his heart melts. And he says, okay, if you'll give me the child, I want the 8th child. I want the 8th child. Give me that child. They go into the kingdom, into the palace, and they forget. You know, we forget very easily. Is that true or not? We forget very easily. We forget who we are and where we came from. Is that true? Is that true? When you were growing up, in your growing up days, you had a washing machine and a dryer? Hello? Did you have a washing machine and a dryer? When you were growing up, did you have a pipe-borne water? Huh? The not so young people had to go with bucket and oil keg. You all know about oil keg? By the standpipe. You all know about the standpipe? And the village well and the village pond and the spring. You all know? And full water for survival. Huh? I don't know about you. I grew up in the luxurious days with the old culture, you know. When I came home from school, there was a bucket of water in the sun, heating up for me to bathe, you know. Those were the most pleasurable days when you're bathing with a buttercup. You all know the buttercup? In one of those breeze buckets. You all know the breeze bucket? With the big breeze sign on it. Huh? You all remember that? Long ago they couldn't afford. So they take the condensed milk cup and they make the pan and make a cup. And everybody drinking in that. You're fighting for that. That mind's one. Now you have teacup with Cinderella print on it. For my birthday I must have gotten like 80 teacups with pictures of me in it. And you have to throw something hot and you have to throw something cold and then the picture will appear. And in my mind I say, I wonder if this is going to affect me anyway. Because we are so superstitious about pictures and superstitious. And in my mind I said, you know what, I'm going to give away all of those cups. It says, life went back to normal. He forgot all about the voice and he forgot all about everything. And you know what happened? A being is about to enter into the palace. Who is coming? Listen to who is coming. From a distance you could hear him because he's chanting. You know what he's chanting? Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana 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 Om Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana Narayana Om Jai Sadguru Deva. Sing with me, everybody. श्री परमात्माए नमः। नारद मुनि की प्रगट ब्रह्मा मानस की पुत्र करने वाले, देखते का जानते करने वाले, देवकी और वसुदेव का पुत्र करने ही, कंस और देवकी का उन्होंने का सुक्षों का नाद करने वाले, देवकी का प्रार्थना करेंगे करने वाले। देखो और भगवान की दर्शन अपने दिया है। नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरु देवा। बोलो Narad Muni enters. Narayan, 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 Narayan. He's chanting. In our Bhagavad by my grandmother's home, the first Bhagavad we ever had, there was a sadhu that came, was Narayan Sadhu. Everything Narayan, 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 Narayan. He's hungry. He said, Narayan, the bowl have a hole and my stomach feeling cold. Narayan, Narayan. You tell him something and he gets upset. He said, Narayan, Narayan, shut your beak and learn to speak. Narayan, 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 Narayan. Huh? And he has a way, a unique way, saying the bad thing, but Narayan, 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 Narayan. The Bhagavad is done and time for them to go home. He say, bring the Dakshina, Narayan, Narayan. And then he look at me. He say, Hari Om, Hari Om, Namaste, Narayan, Narayan. Narayan, Narayan. He go to sit by the table to eat, and you give him the suhari leaf. He say, Narayan, Narayan, everybody holy, leaf holy too. Narayan, Narayan. Suhari leaf have a little hole. He say, even the leaf in the Bhagavad holy too. Narayan, Narayan. Huh? You see, those are the memories that live on. They live on. And I'm always in a position, to make to remember. Narad Muni enters into the kingdom, and as he enters into the kingdom, you know what happened? Narad Muni looks at Kamsa and he says, Kamsa, how come you so calm? What is wrong with you? Pagal hua? Are you mad? Are you crazy? Why are you so calm? Didn't you hear? Can't you remember what the Akashvani said? You're going to die. How can you remain so calm knowing that you're going to die? And he said, Narad, Don't you know? It is the 8th child of Devaki and Vasudeva that will destroy me. I have plenty time. Turn to the person next to you, not sarcastically, with a genuine smile on your face. Let me see your genuine smile. Sanjay, let me see your genuine smile. You all could smile? You put on your teeth? Let me see you. Smile. Turn to the person next to you and ask them, how long you have again? Ask them. Ask them. Smiling and ask them. Ask them. Sometimes when people ask you that question, you get offended. But you see, that question brings about the awareness that time is slipping away quickly. That question is bringing out that consciousness in you that time is going quickly. I don't know how much time I have again. I don't know. I can't answer that. So Narad Muni looked at Kams, and Narad Muni decides to play with the mind of Kams. Munilal, come. Munilal is a real technoman. In case you didn't know, he's a technoman. A few months ago, we wanted to measure something in the temple, and Munilal pulled out a gadget from his pocket with a laser. You remember? And stood in one corner and flashed the laser. And the distance came up on a little screen. And he said, that's the distance. Because that's his job. Measuring and checking and counting and calculating and building and constructioning. And that's his job. That's his field. He's an expertise in that. Munilal, I want you to show me 8 fingers. You choose any 8. So, this is your right hand and this is your left hand, right? Narad Muni says, comes. You're going to be destroyed by the 8th child. But how do you know which child is going to be the 8th child? Munilal, start from here. Which finger is your 8th finger? That one? Okay. Start from there. Which finger is your 8th finger? This one? Start from that middle finger there. That middle one there. Which one is the 8th one? Oh, this one? Oh, this one. Oh, this middle finger. All right. So let's start from your wedding ring finger. Which finger is the 8th finger? This one? Or this one? All right. So let's start again. Start from your thumb. Which finger will be the 8th finger? Which finger from your thumb? Which finger is going to be the 8th finger? Oh, Punilal sir, I might have to go back to the center. You see, even the contractor got confused with that kind of gyan. Even the man who has the gadget that will be able to tell you and check and calculate instantly by a laser got confused. You see why I tell them, put you there? I needed you in the katha. Let's give Munilal a little clap. Narad says, how do you know which child will be the 8th child? The first child, the second born, the third born, the fourth born. Which one will be the 8th one? And come say, I really didn't think about that. Me, which one could be the 8th one? So he took Devaki and Vasudeva and he placed them in the prison cell where he had his mother and his father. And locking them away, he went to sleep in the night. And he became so worried, because he knew that his father was the king of this place and his father knew everything. And he knew about everything. And chances are his father might be able to help Devaki and Vasudeva get out of that prison cell. To escape him. To seek revenge on him. So you know what he did? In the dead of the night, he comes down and puts shackles on their hands and on their legs. To lock them in position so they can't move from there. And Devaki and Vasudeva locked in the prison cell. What will happen? Something happens. Devaki is about to give birth to her first child. माँ ने हमको प्यार पिया है जितना कौन करेगा इतना कौन करेगा इतना माँ ने हमको प्यार पिया है जितना करेगा इतना, कौन करेगा इतना. Devaki is experiencing pain. Devaki is experiencing problems in a prison cell. She's about to give birth in a prison cell. Having a pain, shackled down. What do you think that experience is going to be like? What do you think she is going to experience? Devaki, she's crying. She's pained. And now she's frightened. But in a distance comes, hears the cry of the baby. And he rushes down into the prison cell and he grabs hold of the baby and he says, "Oh, Devaki, Ati Sundar." Very Sundar means what? Beautiful. You think the baby care you call him beautiful or handsome? Huh? Actually, you don't refer to the baby as beautiful or handsome. You say he over pretty, isn't it? Over nice, over pretty. And so comes, holds the baby upside down by the two legs, the newborn baby, and comes, bashes the baby onto the wall, and the baby falls to the ground. As the baby falls to the ground, Devaki cannot believe what she has seen. She cannot comprehend. There is no understanding of what has happened. And Devaki holds her stomach and she begins to cry. Ever saw a mother who lost a child? The mother say, "I'm feeling the same pain I felt when I was giving birth." That's what she says. That's how the pain is. I'm feeling the same pain. And as the child falls lifeless to the ground, goes back upstairs, normal. Normal. What will happen? The Katha will continue to tell us tomorrow morning. Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. कौन करेगा इतना, कौन करेगा इतना, माँ ने हमको प्यार पिया है जितना, कौन करेगा इतना, कौन करेगा इतना. This evening I acknowledge the presence of all our Pundits. The Pandit Sastri Ji, I want to say thank you to you and members of your family for coming. The Pandit Neil and all the other Pandits, I want to say thank you for coming, for gracing the Bhagavad with your presence. This evening I have one of my special uncles here with me. I'm shocked to see him. Uncle Ted is here with us and sing. And so, he's not just an uncle. It is through them I would have learned to read and to write and to... He happens to be the first cousin of Auntie Radhika. First cousin. And so, Uncle Ted is here with us. I'm going to ask you to come and give your blessings. Come, quickly, come. When I was in a classroom, I was the student. Now, oh, he said, I didn't come to give a blessing. I came to listen. Oh, it's the brother. Yeah, you see, they're all identical. Yeah, let's give him a round of applause. Anyway, my uncle. Yeah, they're all identical. When you see them, and they come from a very big family as well. And they're all scholars of Sanskrit and Hindi and music and drapery and different things. So I think this is the drapery uncle. Is it? Yeah. Elegant drapery. Yeah. So we offer water around the fire. Om Sarva Paparam Devam Gangyam Nirmalam Jalam Achpanamya Datta Grihana Parameshwara Om Bhur Bhuva Swa Tatsavitur Varinyam Bhargo Devasya Dhime Tyo Yona Prachoryat Swaha Idam Gatri Idam Namama ओम भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि यो न प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा इदं गायत्री इदं नामम ओम भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि यो न प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा इदं गायत्री इदं नामम कृष्ण जिनका नाम है गोकुल जिनका धाम है ऐसे श्री भगवान को ऐसे श्री भगवान को बारंबार प्रणाम है बारंबार प्रणाम है कृष्ण जिनका नाम है गोकुल जिनका नाम है ऐसे श्री भगवान को ऐसे श्री भगवान को बारंबार प्रणाम है बारंबार प्रणाम है यशोदा जिनकी मैया है नंद जीवा पैया है
ऐसे श्री गोपाल को
ऐसे श्री गोपाल को बारंबार प्रणाम है बारंबार प्रणाम है कृष्ण जिनका नाम है गोकुल जिनका नाम है ऐसे श्री भगवान को ऐसे श्री भगवान को बारंबार प्रणाम है बारंबार प्रणाम है बारंबार प्रणाम है बारंबार प्रणाम है कृष्ण जिनका नाम है गोकुल जिनका नाम है ऐसे श्री भगवान को ऐसे श्री भगवान को बारंबार प्रणाम है बारंबार प्रणाम है द्रुपद सुत को लाज बचायो यहाँ से तुझको पंडित चुरायो द्रुपद सुत को लाज बचायो यहाँ से तुझको पंडित चुरायो ऐसी कृपा धाम को ऐसी कृपा धाम को बारंबार प्रणाम है बारंबार प्रणाम है कृष्ण जिनका नाम है गोकुल जिनका नाम है ऐसे ऐसे श्री भगवान को, ऐसे श्री भगवान को बारंबार प्रणाम है, बारंबार प्रणाम है, बारंबार प्रणाम है। Sing with me. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय,
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय,
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय,
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
By the end of the Bhagavad, how much times you think we would have chanted that mantra? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Huh? By the end of the Yagna, how much times you think we would have chanted that mantra? By yourself. By yourself. Then think about if we have to chant and we have to check collectively how much times we have all chanted that mantra. And then think about not only the people who are here, but millions of people who are looking and listening on 103.1 and you radio and 101.7, and think about it. Think about how much people would have chanted the mantra. Our duty is to encourage others to pray, to not lose hope and not lose trust, and to hold on to Bhagwan, to Paramatma. Sing with me, sing with love from your heart. Sing with me the mantra, the name of Bhagwan. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya,
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 Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Chant with all your love, everybody.
Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya,
Om Namo Bhagavate 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 Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Vrindavan Vyadilani ki jai, Sachi Sanatan Dharma ki jai. This has brought us to the end of our devotions this evening. But we remind you that the Bhagavad Yagna continues tomorrow morning from 9 to 11, then 2 to 4, and then 7 to 9. The Bhagavad Yagna will come to an end on Sunday morning. On Sunday morning, our session will begin at 9:30, and so from 9:30, we will end the Bhagavad with the giving of the gift of the gold, performing the Godan, giving this gift that is prescribed according to Scripture. Tomorrow evening, we dedicate our worship in memory, in honor of all of those who died with that virus. that was called COVID. Tomorrow evening we pray on behalf of those souls, asking Bhagwan Paramatma to have compassion on those souls. So tomorrow evening, in commemoration of this, I want you to resurrect your pictures of those who would have died, your family members. And tomorrow evening we will light a special diya, and we will chant special mantras, and we will pray on behalf of those souls, many of which would have left us and they were not able to have the 10 days and the bandara and any ritual performed in their honor. Hey, even the Mahapat and the Pundit was afraid to go to do the funeral because they're afraid they get dead too. Not get COVID, get dead. Where it was a time when everybody was afraid and fearful. We remember those souls. For those souls too are deserving of being remembered. Those souls too are deserving of being recognized. Those souls too might be depending on our prayer and our love. And so tomorrow evening we do special prayers and worship in their honor. Maybe if you're coming to the Bhagavad, bring the picture and we'll put them on the stage in a line, and we'll remember all of those souls. We'll remember them. When you look up on the altar, you'll see that there is a special altar with the pictures of family members that would have died. I could only tell you to bring the picture. I can't force you. If it is important to you, you will. If it is not important, well, I could only tell you. I can't force you. But it is to remind us that even those souls will receive merits out of the Bhagavad. That's why we put those pictures there, to remind us. So tomorrow we pay special tribute to those who would have died in the time of COVID. We remember those souls. Let us all stand as we prepare for the Bhagavad Arti. Jai 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 Bhagavatam, Jai 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 Bhagavatam. Sing with me. Everybody, let's sing together. With all our love, sing with me. Everybody. Jai 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 Bhagavatam, Jai 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 Bhagavatam. Jai 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 Bhagavatam, Jai 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 Bhagavatam. जय जय भागवत भगवान की ए आरती। पापियों को पाप से है तारती। जय जय भागवत भगवान की ए आरती। पापियों को पाप से है तारती। अमर गंतये मुक्ति पंतये पंचम वेद निराला नव ज्योति जगाने वाला। ये अमर गंतये मुक्ति पंतये पंचम वेद निराला नव ज्योति जगाने वाला। हरि गाने ही वरदाने जग की मंगल की आरती। पापियों को पाप से है तारती। जय जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती। पापियों को पाप से है तारती। ये शांति दीपक पावन पुनीत पापों को मिटाने वाला। हरि दर्श दिखाने वाला।
ये शांति गीत पावन पुनीत पापों को मिटाने वाला, हरि दर्श दिखाने वाला।
ये सुख करने ये दुख हरने,
ये सुख करने ये दुख हरने,
ये मधुसूदन की आरती।
पापियों को पाप से तारती।
जय जय भागवत भगवान की हे आरती।
पापियों को पाप से तारती।
मधुर बोल जगपंत गोल, सन्मार्ग दिखाने वाला, बिगड़ी को बनाने वाला।
ये मधुर बोल जगपंत गोल, सन्मार्ग दिखाने वाला, बिगड़ी को बनाने वाला।
श्री राम यही घनश्याम यही,
श्री राम यही घनश्याम यही,
सबकी महिमा की आरती।
पापियों को पाप से तारती।
जय जय भागवत भगवान की हे आरती।
पापियों को पाप से तारती।
जय 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 भागवतम, जय 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 भागवतम,
जय 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 भागवतम, जय 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 भागवतम,
जय 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 भागवतम, जय 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 भागवतम,
जय 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 भागवतम, जय 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 भागवतम।
गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे, हे गोपी गोपी बाला। गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे, हे मुरली गान लोला।
गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे, हे गोपी गोपी बाला। गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे, हे मुरली गान लोला।
गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे, हे गोपी गोपी बाला। गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे, हे मुरली गान लोला।
गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे, हे गोपी गोपी बाला। गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे, हे मुरली गान लोला।
जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला, जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला, जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला।
जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला, जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला। जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला।
जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला, जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला, जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला।
जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला, जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला। जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला।
चित चोरा यशोदा की बार, नवनीत चोर गोपाल। बोलो
चोरा यशोदा की बात, नवनीत चोर गोपाल।
चित चोरा यशोदा की बार, नवनीत चोर गोपाल।
चोरा यशोदा की बात, नवनीत चोर गोपाल।
गोपाल गोपाल
गोपाल गोपाल
गोपाल गोपाल।
गोपाल गोपाल।
जय जय गिरिवर्धन गोपाल,
जय जय गिरिवर्धन गोपाल।
जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला, जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला, जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला।
जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला, जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला। जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला।
चित चोरा यशोदा की बार, नवनीत चोर गोपाल
यशोदा यशोदा की बात नवनीत चोर गोपाल
नवनीत चोर गोपाल
नवनीत चोर गोपाल
त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धो शशिका त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय कायेन वाचा मनसीन्द्रियर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृति स्वभावं करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि अच्युतं केशवं रामनारायणं कृष्णदामोदरं वासुदेवं हरे श्रीधरं माधवं गोपिकावल्लभं जानकीनायकं रामचन्द्र भजे हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे
हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे
हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे
हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे
हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे
हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम
जो शांति अंतरिक्षं शांति पृथ्वी शांति आपा शांति ओषधे शांति वनस्पते शांति विश्वदेवा शांति ब्रह्मा शांति सर्वं शांति शांतिरेवा शांति सामा शांतिरिति भवतु शांति 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 हरि ओम
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम राम हरे हरे
आओ मुदनिवानी मुदनिया बजाओ आओ कन्हैया कृष्ण कन्हैया बंसी बजैया कृष्ण कन्हैया बंसी बजैया श्याम मुरारी कुंज बिहारी श्याम मुरारी कुंज बिहारी यशोदा की नंदन भव भय भंजन यशोदा की नंदन भव भय भंजन आओ मुरनिवानी मुदनिया बजाओ आओ कन्हैया आओ कन्हैया आओ कन्हैया। वृंदावन में निलाने की जय। सत्य सनातन धर्म की, सत्य सनातन धर्म की, सत्य सनातन धर्म की।